Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Secrets of Strixhaven Draft. I'm excited to dive on in and see what we're working with. Okay, our rare is Splatter Technique, which is quite strong, I think. Deal 4 to each creature in Planeswalker is a good mode. Draw 4 is a pretty good mode. Gives you a lot of flexibility. This is a very nice card. Other than that, there is Feed the Swarm, which I like as a cheap interactive spell. Fits well into any black deck, so a bit more flexible than Splatter Technique. But I think this card does have a lot going for it. There's Killian's Confidence, which is surprisingly solid from where I thought it would be at the start of the format. Just gets enough work done to be worth playing in black-white. Garrison Excavator is pretty solid for your red-white decks. The thing is, I think the only card that could be considered over the Splatter Technique is the Feed the Swarm, because Garrison Excavator and Killian's Confidence are both like pretty narrow cards as well, but I think a little bit worse than the Splatter. And then Feed the Swarm is a good kill spell, but I think I'll just take the Splatter Technique. Pretty good rare, I think. Okay, so after taking a Splatter Technique, playing blue-red is obviously my preference. What do I think the best cards in the pack are? So the first thing I look for is the best card that's blue or red to fit with this card. Honestly, it's kind of cool because Tackle Artist is a good synergy piece with Splatter Technique. If you go play Tackle Artist, then the following turn Splatter Technique, deal 4 to everything, this will get 2 counters because of the big Opus, and then it'll survive the Splatter Technique, which can be pretty good. But I think Brush Off is a better card than the Tackle Artist. I've been very impressed by Brush Off, much more so than I thought I would be at the start of the format, to the point where second picking it doesn't even make me like upset. Like, I think that might be a good option. Sleight of Hand is also fine. I think worse than Brush Off, but probably would still be my pick over Tackle Artist. And then other cards that are noteworthy. This is Best of 1, and Inkshape Demonstrator gets better in Best of 1 because there is a little bit more aggro presence. I still think I want the Brush Off, though. And then Render Speechless is good, though it comes around a little later than it probably should. Cost of Brilliance is good. Thornfist Striker is a noteworthy card for black-green decks because they try to be more aggro. Okay, pick 3. What do we want to do here? Well, first of all, Pigment Wrangler's not really on my radar here. It's a pretty solid card in some decks, but it's kind of hard to use. It dials up my own Splatter Technique, which is definitely relevant, though. And drawing 8 cards is something you can do, I guess. I honestly would maybe rather have Tackle Artist than Pigment Wrangler. Other cards of note here. There's a Wander Off, pretty solid black card. There is a Burog Barrage, which is a reasonable green card, though. It's better in black-green than in blue-green, because blue-green doesn't always... I mean, blue-green, unless you have the Newts, doesn't always have the best early creatures. It doesn't... Oh, it sometimes has splashes for better removal. Ink Mage here. I think... I don't want a third pick a Tackle Artist. I might just take Wander Off. Go a completely different direction. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just take the Wander Off. Tackle Artist is fine, but not really third pickable in my eyes. I do really like Great Hall of the Biblioplex, though. This card's great. If I'm playing blue-red, it helps me splash this Wander Off. I could have had a few Tackle Artists. The thing is, it's just the sort of card where you can get like other cards that do very similar things. Like a 4-mana card that like does well if it doesn't die is like not that premium. Here, I'm noticing there's not anything crazy in blue-red. Like, this card's fine, this card's fine. We see another good black-white card. So, Hall of the Biblioplex can go well into kind of any deck. There's a black-green card. We're not seeing anything crazy in green. Zimone's Experiment is fine, but nothing special. Black-white is still something I'm keeping an eye out for. We've seen Render Silent into the 3-drop, black-white card into another Render Silent or Render Speechless. But I think Hall of the Biblioplex is just a good card, worth taking here. We've seen a few Tackle Artists. We'll start seeing more signals once we see what starts to wheel. Here, Sundering Archaic is very tempting for a more convergy deck. It's also just fine in a 2-color deck because there's a lot of like tokens you can kill with this or just cheap plays. So that's probably not going to be my pick here. Fits well into like the blue-red deck that I maybe am drafting. There's another black-white card though. We've just seen so many black-white cards coming around. They're all, like, solid. None of them are, like, game-breakingly powerful, but they're all, like, good cards. And they're all, like, comparable levels to the cards I have been taking, it feels like. Dual Tactics is also pretty good. I kind of want to just take Inkling Mascot, but I think Sundering Archaic is just a better card. So I'm going to take it. It's also more flexible. Yeah, we just keep seeing these, like, white and black cards that are pretty solid. Like, we could have had a pretty good white-black start here. Quick Study's one that I want to get more reps with. I don't think it's crazy good or anything, though. There's also Dual Tactics, which I think is quite good. But more for aggressive decks and red-white decks than for blue-red decks. I don't really have any red cards other than the Splatter Technique, which I could easily abandon. I kind of want to try a Quick Study deck. I also kind of just want to take a Dual Tactics. I think it's a good card. And then there's the white-black deck that just kind of never really gave me an avenue in. Barrage Barrage is also fine. Let's just take the Dual Tactics. Okay. None of these cards are particularly great. Strife Scholar's fine sometimes. Don't love the Mage Tower Referee. I guess I'll take the Strife Scholar. And then Cost of Brilliance coming around pick 8. I'll take that over Banishing Betrayal. It's like enough better that I think it's worth just being like, okay, maybe I just throw some of these cards together into a black-white deck. I'm not really missing out on a ton. Debater's fine. Banishing Betrayal's also fine. I think that's a decent common, but I'm not like prioritizing it. Take the Ancestral Anger now. Boom. Okay, we're wheeling Tackle Artists. That's a good sign for us. We're also wheeling Shattered Acolytes, but Tackle Artist is kind of what I'm hoping for here. Perfect. We'll just build a Tackle Artist deck then. Yeah, getting all the Tackle Artists on the wheel is a good sign for me. Ancestral Anger plays well with it. Dual Tactics plays great with it. I've kind of figured out it's played really well with Splatter Technique. Brush off to protect it. So we could technically still be red-white. But we do have these two blue cards that are pretty good. I'm not playing Graphalon. Hall of the Biblioplex probably making it. Dual Tactics is looking really good with all these Tackle Artists. This Ancestral Anger is looking good with all these Tackle Artists. When this is a +1/+1 counter and draw a card and a little bit of a buff, that's all pretty good. Hoping not to play Strife Scholar, but it does give me another big spell for this. Boom, we got the Fire Dancer back too. That's pretty great. Okay. Whew. So we're going to wheel this Tackle Artist. Our whole 4-drop slot is just going to be Tackle Artists, probably. I could have taken a bounce spell over... No, I took Cost of Brilliance. I don't really regret that. I think here I'm just going to take Strixhaven Sky Coach. It's just such a good card. Helps me hit my land drops. Just does everything I want to do. There's Homesickness, which is fine. There's Deduce, which is fine. Red-White Land, Terramorphic Expanse. I'm trying to be more of an aggressive deck. Maybe I can get more Fire Dancers. I got one last pick. I haven't really played the aggro variant of Blue-Red, but I think this could be really good. Like, Tackle Artist into Splatter Technique is a powerful synergy. This is just a good card for any deck, though. Could help me fix for black mana if I really wanted to. Could also just be like a good 3-drop to play for my more aggressive red deck. Keeping in mind, Dig Site Inventory would also be maybe a good card. I could still just be playing red-white, so I'm trying to stay more flexible. Okay, I think blue-red is going to be on the menu, though, with Pensive Professor here being such a strong card. I would love Tome Blast. It also plays well with the Tackle Artist plan, but I don't even have to play like all these Tackle Artists. I can just play like a good blue-red deck. Use my Pensive Professor, use my techniques. Brotherhood's End is a good card. Also doesn't kill Tackle Artists, but can maybe kill everything else. Tome Blast is great. Spectacle Summit is great. I'm feeling pretty good about my direction here. The Pensive Professor is a good card. Now there is Sonar. I can play like a more mid-rangey deck. I don't have to be like all in on the aggro plan. I would just like cut the Fire Dancers. This card's nothing crazy. Anger's going to wheel, hopefully. And this can also help me splash black maybe for some of these black cards if I really feel like I need them. But Sonar is just too good to pass up. Now I'll take Essence Scatter over Heated Argument. Just get my early game a little bit more online. Wouldn't mind a blue-green land either. But for like the archaic purposes. But Heated Argument's nice. Let's just take the 2-drop. Our curve is a little bit high. And we might end up cutting this Fire Dancer depending on how the rest of this draft shakes out. Okay, now I'm just going to take Ancestral Anger. I'm not trying to splash Quandrix Charm. I'm not really trying to splash Embrace the Paradox. Even though it is sometimes splashable, like it's a fine card to splash if you really want to. And then Ancestral Anger just seems like a better fit for my deck right now. Okay, now Banishing Betrayal, Rapturous Moment, or Field of Strife. I never really feel like I'm missing out on a Banishing Betrayal. I can probably get one of these later. I think there was some in an earlier pack. Rapturous Moment, also a card I never feel like I'm missing out on. Field of Strife to make the Archaic a little bit better. Maybe help a White Splash. Seems like a decent pickup. Like, I could definitely see splashing some cards in this deck. And then I get a Banishing Betrayal here, so that's nice. White is a pretty good splash for these decks a lot of the time. So I now have one white source, two white sources. This could be a white source if I'm splashing a white instant or sorcery, like a Molten Note or something, and then one plain. So this card's not really what I want because I already have the Tackle Artist. I'm going to wheel another one, so... Boom. Seize the Spoils is pretty good. Abstract Paint Mage isn't really what my deck is trying to do. Sure, it gets me some mana, but I don't really need the mana. Landscape Painter's fine, but nothing special. I think Seize the Spoils is a bit better, and the treasure can be relevant for splashing purposes. Okay, so we wield the Tackle Artist. We also wield Homesickness and Banishing. We don't need multiple Banishings, I don't think. We don't really need the fourth Tackle Artist. We might just get another one randomly in pack 3 for free. I think we are playing blue-red after getting the Sinar, the Pensive Professor, so we're not trying to dabble into white. And Homesickness just seems like a good top-end card for my deck. We get the blue-red land now. Yeah, we get Banishing Betrayals kind of at will. I think it's a good card, honestly, but just getting the lands is nice. And I think splashing white would be a good fit for us here. Emil Vastlands Roamer. I guess we'll just take the land. You never know what's going to happen. Something crazy can go down. Archaic, sure. We're not going to play it, though. Not for this deck. Newt, second to last pick is crazy. So we have a pretty good white splash lined up if we see a good white card to splash. We could just splash these black cards if we wanted as well. Last pick, Banishing Betrayal. Kind of crazy, but okay. Interesting. So this pack, there's a Fire Dancer. I don't really want to splash Pursue the Past. Like, it's not a great splash card. You want to be able to cast this on turn 2. Part of the power level of a 2-drop is casting it on turn 2. Some removal spells are fine, but yeah. We could take Transcendent Archaic. We could just take Run Behind. We could take Fire Dancer number 2. I kind of want to just take Run Behind. I wield the last Fire Dancer. And I'm a little light on removal. Muse Seeker, Heated Argument. Repel Calamity's like a card you can splash. I just think it's worse than taking a card that's like in my colors. That can also be a good kill spell and trigger my big opus on these guys. But if this wasn't in the pack, I might just take this for the splash. Muse Seeker is like okay, but it doesn't really do what I want. I don't have a lot of ways to trigger it. I'm trying to be a little bit slanted aggressive here. Heated Argument's a good fit here. Okay. So Garrison Excavator works with Archaic. I can make things leave the graveyard. This is a flashback spell, so not a ton of things it works with. I'm just going to take the Glassrite, maybe. Get another 2-drop. I can cast a instant or sorcery for my Tackle Artist plan. There is another Tackle Artist here. There is also Steal the Show. Instant and sorceries in my graveyard. I have 8 instants, 6 sorceries. I might just rather have Quick Study. Because remember, some of these are getting cut. I don't need a 4th Tackle Artist yet. I'll just get a Quick Study. I want to try it out. Okay, this is a great card. Divergent Equation should be good in my deck. There is also Tome Blast. Maybe a better fit, technically, but I'm playing just kind of a mid-range deck here at this point. I think I can just use this card very effectively. Boom, we get a Stress Dream. I would love another land. I'm a sucker for lands, but we already took one. We already have a Biblioplex. We have some good stuff going on in the land department. Let's just take a premium 5. This is a fine mid-range card. My deck is a little more mid-rangey now, so we can just take that. Now, this is a card that I wouldn't mind splashing. Colossus of the Blood Age is really good, and I have the tools to splash it. I think it's not an instant or sorcery, so it's a little harder to splash with this card, but I would be missing out on a Hydro Channeler or an Ancestral Anger, which I'm not really viewing as a big downside. So I'm going to take it. Then we wield Pursue the Past. You could consider splashing that, I guess. Mascot could be fine. But yeah, Colossus of the Blood Age is no joke. We have 1 white source, 2 white sources. We play like 1 plains, and we have some treasure makers. That could be a totally reasonable splash. We don't have any crazy mana requirements. Like double blue is a bit steep. We didn't wheel the Fire Dancer, but that's okay. I don't even know if we really want to go for that plan anyway. We'll just play Tackle Artist as our kind of win condition for many cases. I don't really want Muse's Encouragement. It's not been as impressive as I was hoping. Okay, sure. This deck looks pretty good to me, honestly. Page, Loose Leaf, not my favorite card. I don't think I want to play it here. Last pick, Tackle Artist, classic. Okie doke. Let's see what we're doing here. I might play the Page, honestly. I have some expensive cards. Okay, so if I play... I don't want to play black here. I will splash white. It makes the Archaic better, too. So I'll just play 1 plains. And that's for now. I don't think I want to splash Pursue the Past. That seems a bit aggressive. Even though I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus treasures. I just don't think I want that. We could consider it later, though. I don't know if I want the Zealous Lorecaster. My early game seems fine. I'm going to play 1 Banishing Betrayal. I think that's the sweet spot. I don't like Strife Scholar. I don't love Elemental Mascot, but it's probably fine. This can hopefully be a 3-drop sometimes. I've got a few ways to trigger these for big spells. This is another big spell. 4 more cuts. Maybe we will cut Page. Could always cut Ancestral Angers. That's like always an option. Maybe cut Elemental Mascot. Could go like boom, 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 or something like that. Because those are just like low impact cards. I think Homesickness is a bit better. Yeah, Archaic with 1 extra color. The 3-1 makes it a lot better. And then I have some treasures to maybe make it even 4 colors. So this is a little heavier red. So 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources, 7, 8, 9 blue sources for my instants and sorceries. 1, 2. That white doesn't help with my white source, but it's a good card still. Yeah, I think this is a fine build for now. We can always make changes later. Maybe I will decide to splash the Pursue the Past because I have this extra source of white for it. And that's like 3, 4, a little bit more sources to help me cast it. Just seems weird to get that one stuck in my hand for no reason. Yeah, let's try it like this. I could cut a Tackle Artist too. That's always an option. But I think obviously we're going to make Tackle Artist the featured art for this deck. I think this is going to be a pretty sweet one. And as we get ready for round 1, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you're enjoying my content and it's making your life a little better or you're helping you win more Patreons, it's a place to go and help support my work. And you gain access to cool bonuses like my card by card tier list and Format Thoughts document as a reward for supporting my content. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It does make a tremendous difference. Okay, so this hand, pretty good. Some early pressure with the Fire Dancer. Maybe I should have taken the Fire Dancer that I saw in pack 3. I forget what I took over it. I saw some pretty good cards in pack 3. But Homesickness should be good. Fire Dancer should be good for the early pressure. I could cut the Ancestral Angers as well. I mean, add those back in and cut things like my more late game cards. But I have like just a solid mid-rangey deck. I can sometimes play aggro, sometimes play control, depending on the exact cards I see. Okay. I do want to play Seize the Spoils here to get the treasure token and start accelerating myself. I could discard Tackle Artist. That seems bad, though, against blue-green. I think that's literally the best matchup for Tackle Artist. I could get rid of the Divergent Equation. I'm going to do that. I just want to go through my deck. Make sure I hit my land drops to play this Homesickness on curve. Perfect. So I can go Tackle Artist, Homesickness. Okay. So they aren't splashing more than the 2 colors, or they already have the source in their hand. Okay. Tackle Artist is going to be good. Next turn I can go... They maybe have Barrage or something. Yeah. I'm going to go Tackle Artist, Homesickness. Hope it's good enough. They're not really going to pressure me. I'm definitely the beatdown role here. Especially since I got rid of some of my late game cards. Okay, this card's scary. Oh, they just play it out. Okay. Well, they're not going to be able to mill me for 20, so... I really want to hit a land drop here, though. And this will give my guy double strike anyway. Okay, I'll take the land so I can keep deploying my cards. And now I can, like, heated argument something, deal 2 to them, hit the double strike again. This card's pretty scary. A lot of the time you kind of have to kill it. It's weird. Somehow I feel like I have both inevitability and late game right now. I mean, I've gotten some 2-for-1s, I guess. Maybe not exactly, but... Sure. I can deal 6 to that. So if I go Homesickness this turn, the next turn I can go tackle this Sky Coach into Tackle Artist. So this lets me hit them for 6. And then they'll jump block with this the next turn. I could also just do this. Yeah, that seems even better, honestly. It's technically 1 mana less, but now I can maybe even kill them with my Homesickness, tapping down their 2 blockers. And that makes Sky Coach lethal. Blue win, okay. Sure. Yikes. That's funny. Okay. So we can get our white mana. I mean, it is looking like a great splash here. And then we can hit them, threaten to hit them for 3. They can't really use the reanimate on this. This is just surveilling stuff for funsies. And then this thing is going to be good. This thing can finish them off. This is a flyer. They don't have any reach. This thing being a big trampler could be nice. Yep, I figure they probably just wanted to gain the life and get an extra token from Lewin. That's why they did it like that. He's not prepared yet. Okay, my turn. Okay. So this is perfect. I can just play this, drain them for 3. I most likely to want to block with the Colossus here. Let's just see if they have a flyer or a kill spell, which they probably do. Okay, they do have that, for sure. They could have the Pests card, so... Okay, it is prepared, but they can't gain... Okay, that's a good card for them. Sure. Sure. Gosh, if I lose this game, I'm going to be so sad. That would be brutal. I think they should mill themselves so that Lewin can gain them more life. But that's just me. This is really not great. I can't believe they had the Bogwater Loom Rat. Okay, so we play this. Okay. I'm just going to accept the fact that I lose if they play like a big instant or sorcery here. Gosh, we were so close to being able to kill this thing. If they don't kill us this turn, we win. Let's go. Okay. We don't need to draw off that. Let's just deal 4 to everything. Let's play this guy first, though. Play this. Deal 4 to each creature in Planeswalker. Okay. We're back in business. Okay, that's not great. If I'd tapped better, I could have cast this and put them to 1. Okay. Bang, got the win. That was crazy. That was a little bit crazy, you could say. Oh my gosh. That mill started to get kind of scary. Maybe I was supposed to just deploy my threats for that one turn instead of killing the Tidecaller. Like use my homesickness or whatever. I considered it, that's for sure. But Tackle Artist did a good job there. Being a big threat. A lot of pressure. The 2/2, honestly, that got double strike did so much damage to help set that up, though. We'll keep this. That's why my deck can be like more of a mid-rangey deck, because I do have things like Essence Scatter and Brush Off, and this is like doesn't have any creatures yet, but it'll do some work. Playing against black-white, yeah, we'll Essence Scatter that. No reason to let that survive. Okay, play this. We can just brush off whatever they play this turn. That's a little funny. Okay. Yeah, we'll counter it. Not my favorite use of mana, but we don't want to. We can use this to clean up this part. They get a 2-for-1. We're going to get a 2-for-1 with this and a 2-for-1 with this. So we'll be back in action. That's a little annoying. This can clean up some stuff, for sure. Yeah. Perfect. I would like a tackle artist here. I'm going to hopefully be able to splatter technique to do some good work. Reset their board state a bit. I would be taking more damage if they hadn't done this at sorcery speed for no reason. Okay. Gosh, okay. The problem is they've gotten their giant board state from like one card, so I'm not even getting a 2-for-1 really if they just flashback things. Oh, this is huge for me. Oh, this is a sorcery. I'm dumb. That's my first time playing with the card. I thought it was an instant. That'd be way better if it was an instant. I would have won that game maybe if I had been able to do that. They would have had a couple 3/3s. I would have killed their whole board though. And I'm sure people were yelling at their screen or something. I literally haven't played that card, and my opponents have only played it like once or twice. I don't know why I thought it was an instant. We'll keep this. We can cast a lot of our cards. Well, not all of them, but now we can cast them all. Okay. I'm glad I found that out now in kind of a low stakes setting. I mean, obviously it's embarrassing, but you know, I can take a little embarrassment. I'm not a someone who can has to be perfect all the time, especially when I'm just learning and practicing. Okay, they're playing Graduation Day, which is probably a good sign for me. Get this guy down. This card kind of dominates any Graduation Day shenanigans. You'll notice Tackle Artist dies a lot without getting any value. It's really just like the percentage of the time where they don't have a kill spell for it, it can snowball out of control. But like, as you'll notice, they're kind of just dumpstering it every time we play it. It's why I don't generally prioritize it and why I do get it last pick sometimes, but it's still like a okay card sometimes. Okay, so if I draw a land, I can Sundering Archaic and just kill Spirit Mascot, which seems worthwhile. Okay, not that land. Okay, I can run behind the Spirit Mascot now and then just kill it later. Or kill a different creature with the Archaic because I can get a third color. They get their value. Bum ba da bum. The Archaic's gonna be good here because it's gonna kill something, and then I'm gonna be able to get rid of this Molten Note before it does anything crazy. Yeah, I could not care less about Mage Tower Referee. I mean, I guess I could care a little. Sure. I don't really need to protect my guy that badly. Turn my guy into a creature. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'll hold up Brush Off. That's a scary card. Oh, it's on an upkeep trigger, okay. There's still a couple lands short, so I don't have to get rid of the Molten Note just yet. I do want to draw 4. But if I can hit them for 3 extra damage, no, I'm just going to take this, and then I'll just keep up my Great Hall. I don't need to hold up my Brush Off just now. Sure. Also sure. We'll get this guy down and then brush off whatever they play this turn, and then start going off. I kind of wish I had the Hexproof spell to go with this guy. That'd be pretty good. So sorcery, remember. We don't need to cast these this turn. Let's just play this so that we can threaten like another threat next turn. We will threaten another threat. That way, even if they kill this guy, we still have some other tools in our arsenal. Splatter Technique is a sorcery. I can't believe I thought it was an instant. Like, sometimes you just get a card in your head, you just read it a certain way. Oh, they had a second Molten Note up. Okay. I was a little worried for a second. I was like, what the heck was that? We'll do this now. Grow our guy. Play this, play Sonar. This can finish them off next turn. Sure. Rubble Rouser. Colossus of the Blood Age been pretty good. Bingo, bango, bombo, bongo, Bob's your uncle. I actually feel it's funny when I make a mistake that's like a decision-based mistake. I feel like generally pretty bad about it. But when I make a mistake where I just misread my card, even late in the format, like at this point where like theoretically I've seen that card cast a few times. It's just always been an instant in my head. But like I feel much less bad about those ones, even though I probably should feel equally bad. It just like doesn't affect me the same way. Okay. This seems like a good hand. Essence Scatter tends to get better on the draw because you can counter like a 3-drop for 2 mana or a 4-drop. So at least that's generally how I feel about it. Okay. We will just play the Sonar still. If they spend their turn answering this, we're okay with it. If they spend their turn playing something, we can probably block it with Sonar a lot of the time for their 3-drops. Yeah, that's not a big deal at all. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. We'll just take 2 for a few turns. Every treasure we make makes this card better. That's a great draw as well. Let's cast this. Maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Make sure we get our value out of our guy before we let him die. Go get... what do we want? Stress Dream seems pretty good. So does Brush Off. Let's get the Stress Dream. We're not blocking anyway, so we can make a treasure. Sure. Sonar down. Sure. We're not going to get greedy here. Just get our 2 for 1 and move on. This thing can take down a 3-drop in the future. Yep, we have a kill spell for that all lined up already. We'll take the Sky Coach. It gets our white mana. And hitting our land drops is still pretty good here. Sure. I should have played my land second here. Slight mistake. Because I could have, yeah, done that the other way. Don't have to play too quickly, but I just want to block this guy with my 3/2 flyer. This is where Tackle Artist shines, by the way. When you have 4 cards in hand, you're going to just grow it into an game-ending threat. Yeah, it dies like every time. But it's still going to be fine here. Okay, play this. I have 22 cards in deck, so I'm not really worried about decking. I have 3, 6, 7, 8. So I can kill the Stone Glider. Didn't even need to show them Divergent Equation. Nice. We're just playing kind of a mid-range deck. I mean, the one game we lost, we maybe could have won. It was going to be hard if they flashed back their spell and made 2 more 3/3s, though. But, yeah. We're doing well. Easy keep on the play. On the draw, this hand would be, like, I think still a keep, but we'd be feeling much more sketchy about it. We have plenty of cheap plays, though. We built our deck in a pretty good way. We don't have the most cheap plays in the world, but we have a good number. And, yeah, being on the play means if we don't, even though we won't affect the game for a few turns, we're probably okay. Okay, that's a good draw. Let's do this. Play this. Get rid of this. This could be a long game. I'm going to get rid of the Tackle Artist. I don't really think I need it for a while. Yeah, this seems better to me. Playing against a red-green, so they're playing like a multicolor deck. Yep, that's scary. So we're holding up this, we're holding up this. We've got some moves. We have our Divergent Equation to refill, so we don't really mind doing it like this. We'll keep lands, because we want to draw lands. Because every land we draw gets us closer to this for x equals 3. Play this. Play our big creature. We have this for x equals 3 now lined up. We have the 3 instants and sorceries to get back. Are they just playing red-green? That's kind of crazy. Okay, we just played a card that was... Maybe they're super color screwed or something. I don't know. They didn't cast a single spell. That's why you build a consistent deck. Because you build a consistent deck and you just beat them when they... Maybe they had like some deal 4s or something. They can't kill that guy. I don't know. Regardless, that was pretty awesome. I think the Colossus is a pretty good splash in our deck. Especially because the white makes the Sundering guy meaningfully better. And we have the lands to support the splash. So, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, this is an easy keep. The triple Tackle Artist. Maybe not ideal, but some matchups this could be okay, and mulliganing's really bad, so... We're going to probably discard one of them anyway. There's our second color. Beautiful. Our opponent's off to slow starts is really helping us. So they have 4 colors of mana. Okay, they're not really affecting the board that severely. Still pretty good, but... Now that we have... I mean, we're probably going to get rid of a Tackle Artist still, but we'll see what we draw. If we draw another land, we'll get rid of a land. Definitely casting this. We have this thing, so hitting lands is good for us. Yeah, feeling pretty good about getting rid of a Tackle Artist there. They have all the colors of mana. We'll trade this with their removal spell or their counter spell or whatever spell. I assume they have a kill spell. No, they don't. Okay. Well, this could get bad for them in a hurry if they don't have a kill spell. What do they have for 4 mana? It must be sorcery speed answer? Like, what? Oh, they're missing land drops. They have all spells in the end. What can they not cast? Well... We'll just go for here. This here. Let's just attack. Okay, they don't have a Johnny's response. I guess we'll just do this. Next turn we can play Sinar and play Sinar's spell. What do they have? This is where Tackle Artist also shines. When your opponent stumbles or doesn't have a kill spell for it, it does just look really awesome. Like they have a board sweeper or something. The black-green one. What are their base colors? We haven't seen them cast any spells. This is just a weird game. I think Sinar's going to go get Brush Off. Okay. Well, that's a better play than anything I can do here. Bingo, bango, bongo. Drain them for 3. Sinar can flash back this next turn without even using my treasure. Or cast a spell. I'm threatening lethal 10 ways till Tuesday. If that's a saying, which maybe it's not. Sure. Are they targeting themselves? I guess we'll learn a lot. They probably playing blue-red base if they're playing Prismari Charm. So they discard a bunch of cards and then they get to deal damage. So maybe they have all instants and sorceries in their hand. Okay. So I will discard Mountain, Homesickness, because I'm going to get it back with Diversion Equation here. Okay, that's good, good, good. Okay, so they're just playing like a multicolor control deck. So can I kill them? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 off. Play this. Cast my spell. I want to take Heated Argument here, because that feels like it can kill them pretty easily here. Heated Argument, get it back. Heated Argument them again. That seems like a pretty good decision. With them at 3. Like, how many copies of Arcane Omens can they have? Like, if they make me discard my whole hand, they die, so they can't cast it this turn. Snarl Song, okay. So they are dead now. It's important to play this correctly, but we go Dual Tactics on one of them. This is an instant, so I can kill this at instant speed. Dual Tactics on this one. Big Opus. Yep. When they don't answer it, Tackle Artist gets into a giant threat very quickly. Ugh. It is nice to have some proactive cards in your deck. Like, helps you win these games, be the front foot sometimes. Like, growing Tackle Artist is no joke. It's kind of like a must kill at common, but it just dies to everything, so it's not like that's why I got one last pick, but still. Ooh, Fire Dancer opener. That could be good for me. We'll see, we'll see. They're mulliganing, so trading 1 for 1 would be good. Once your opponent mulligans for mid-range matchups, oh, they're mulliganing to 5, wow. We can play the control role now pretty effectively, probably. Yeah, like, if we just trade cards 1 for 1 with them, okay, that's kind of scary, but... Sure. We'll play the Goblin Glass, right? Sure. probably just bounce the Augmenter. It doesn't have ward or anything. Oh, I messed. Yeah, they don't have green mana. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Keep the land. I should have waited till their end step. I should have just taken the 3 though. Play this guy. We will Essence Scatter this guy on the way back down, probably. Actually, no. They'll replay it, and then we can Stress Dream it. Take Quick Study. We don't need the deal 1, even though it would have been good against that guy. I guess if they have the Omens to make me discard 4, that's pretty bad. They'd be like right back in it. Draw 4, make this guy have double strike. Yeah, I feel like we haven't... I mean, we've kind of been dominating, but, like, our opponents also have had, like, really bad draws, it feels like. I mean, I didn't really have that much fun. My opponent did nothing. Yeah. I mean, this has been, like, one of the easier runs we've had. The one game we lost, we could have maybe won if I knew my card was a sorcery, which I should have just double-checked. But, yeah, we're just kind of cruising along. Tackle Artist last pick has won us a few games. I mean, when you can win the games with a card you get last pick, it's pretty good. We'll keep this. We get our Pensive Professor for the first time. We don't have red mana for Sonar yet, but that's okay. We could draw 1 in our first 2 draw steps. We could draw something else that's useful. We have plenty of time. This is the sort of situation where your planes does look worse. Blue-red, okay. We might not even play this guy on turn 3. We might just like wait till we can play him and something else in the same turn. Depends on what they get up to, of course. Now we'll almost certainly wait, because Pensive Professor with Brush Off up is pretty great. Okay, that's terrifying. Pretty scary. Hopefully they just have 1 really good card to cast. Yeah, we're countering that for sure. That can't be allowed to happen. Now we're going to play this guy. We don't have any other spells to play. Okay, okay. So our guy lived. No! Devastation. That's pretty bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh no. Yep. Oh man. If that was an untapped land, we could have just played our spell, drawn a card. Oh, man. Well, we're going to lose this game. We have this, so we just have to figure out how to answer the Snarl Song. Yeah, let's just do this now. So we kill all their guys. They're going to play Snarl Song. We can kill one of their Snarl Songies. And now we just hope they run out of gas, kind of. Okay, there's another island, which is useless to us, but okay. Place in our 3, 4, 5. No, we have to... 7 mana. Kill a 5/5, pretty good. This is where the loot does struggle, is because you can just run out of gas. Okay, sure. That's fair and balanced. I mean, I think we could have won that game. I mean, obviously we were never going to beat that combo particularly, but we could have maybe won that game if they didn't have that exact rare that can deal 16 to us, or if we'd had our red source sooner. Like drawing the tap land was a downside. That is a game where we lose because of our splash. Also would have lost anyway because they had like the two card combo. But we're also fine. We can keep this one though. This is a beautiful hand. Hopefully dual tactic can kill something. That's always a joy when you can like snipe a X1. Good draw for the early turns. Just gonna cast this on their end step. Sure. Nice. Just run out my Tackle Artist. I don't really mind if it dies or anything. I might seize Despoils to discard my dual tactics. Definitely not blocking. So they don't have a knockout maneuver. I mean, if I untap, I'm holding up Brush Up the rest of the game, probably. Mozio. Well, Mozio's dying, that's for sure. X-Nay on the holding it up the rest of the game, but sniping Mozio feels pretty good. So they don't have a kill spell, or they probably would have played the kill spell. What could they have? So they could have a combat trick for sure. +1/+0 doesn't kill my guy though. Efflorescence doesn't get played. The only one they could have is like the +1/-1. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Are they dead? Kill this. 2 counters on both my guys. Yeah. Swinging in with the Tackle Artists, getting the job done. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Tackle Artist was crazy that draft. I mean, it just won me like every game. I mean, sure, it was kind of like my win con, but like I was just wheeling those guys, getting them last pick. If you can play a draft where you're getting like win conditions for your deck late, and then you can just afford to take all the other cards early. I mean, 7 wins, pretty sweet deck. Didn't even need to play things like Ancestral Anger. The 1 Banishing Betrayal we did play was good. I mean, I think this deck is just pretty sweet. I think we did a good job building it. The Colossus was a good splash. Just overall, a real sweet deck. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did make it to the end, leave hashtag tackled, because we were doing a lot of tackling and doing a lot of winning with it. So hashtag tackled to let me know you made it to the end. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.